Welcome to the 186th District Court. Court is in session. This is cause number 2021 CR 5666, State of Texas versus Juanita Uribe. We're here today for a plea. We're conducting this hearing via video conference using the Zoom application. We're also using YouTube to live stream the proceedings to keep the hearing public. The time now is 10:50 a.m. on the 30th day of June 2021. These proceedings are official. They're on the record and they're being recorded by the official court reporter. Counsel and all present are instructed to act as though you're in court, and all are instructed not to record the proceedings. And if I could have the attorneys make appearances, starting with the state of Texas, please.
Travis Banks for the state of Texas.
Greg DeMarais for Miss Uribe.
Ma'am, are you the same Juanita Uribe charged by indictment with retaliation? Is that you, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
And state, are we proceeding on the punishment enhancements?
No, Your Honor, the state will waive and abandon those enhancements.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Ms. Uribe, I'm going to use a function of Zoom called share screen. I'm going to show you the indictment in this case and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor. That's
Did
my
you go over
indictment.
Thank you. Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
I do. You understand it, Your Honor.
Mr. DeMarais, do we waive reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
I'm going to get out of share screen. I'll note that there is a discovery acknowledgement that's been signed and dated by both sides. I'm doing the same and I make it a part of the record. And then I'll also note that there is an application for community supervision or deferred adjudication, and I'll make that a part of the record as well. Ms. Uribe, I'm going to go back into share screen again, and I'm going to show you a document. It's called the defendant's consent to plea by video conference. I'm scrolling down to electronic signature that I'm circling with my cursor. Is this your signature?
It is, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're telling me two things. One, you understand normally we do pleas live in an open court, but that you're you're consenting to do this plea by video conference. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
Furthermore, your electronic signature on this document, as well as all of your other electronic signatures in the plea packet before me today, you're telling me those are valid as if you personally signed those documents. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
I approve the consent and make it a part of the record. We are still in share screen. I'm now showing you a document called the court's admonishments. I'll scroll through because it's several pages and ask you, are you familiar with this document?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
At the bottom of page 3 is an electronic signature. Is this yours?
It is.
I'm going to get out of
Yes.
share screen. I'm going to get out of share screen. Ma'am, by signing the court's admonishments, you're telling me that you understand the court's admonishments and that you understand the rights that are contained within it. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that you want to give up those rights. Is that true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the rights that you're giving up is you have the right to a trial by jury. You have a right to confront the witnesses against you. You also have the right to remain silent, which includes the right not to incriminate yourself and not plead today. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
By signing this, you're also telling me you understand the consequences of a plea and the sentencing range for the offense, which is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand that when you signed this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've applied for deferred adjudication and there are risks and benefits associated with that. The benefits are is if it's granted, then you will not be found guilty of the offense and instead you'll be placed on community supervision, which if you're successful with that, the case is dismissed. But the risks are if you're not successful, you could be revoked. And if you are revoked, then you will be found guilty of the offense on that day and you're subject to the full sentencing range I just announced. Did you understand that before you applied for deferred adjudication?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do you still wish to apply?
Yes, Your Honor.
I approve the waivers that are contained within the court's admonishments. I make them a part of the record. Ma'am, we're going to go back to share screen again, and I'm going to show you a document. It's called the plea bargain. Are you familiar with this document?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Did you go over this with your attorney?
I did, Your Honor.
Did you understand it?
Yes, sir.
There's an electronic signature to the left. I'm using my cursor to circle around. There's another one to the right. I'm using my cursor to circle around. And these are two signatures.
Yes, they are, Your Honor.
This document details for me your agreement with the state as far as punishment is concerned, and I will let you know if I'm going to follow this prior to the entry of your plea. Punishment will be assessed with 7 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice with a $1,500 fine. The state is opposed to your application for community supervision or deferred adjudication. One of your signatures, the one on the left, waives your appeal. Is that your understanding of the plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, is that your understanding as well?
It is, Judge.
I'm going to get out of share screen. Ma'am, I'm not bound by a plea bargain. I do not have to follow this. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
But if I do follow a plea bargain, then you lose your right to appeal. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
And that's true unless I grant you permission to appeal or unless certain motions were filed and ruled upon. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, any such rulings in this case?
No, Your Honor.
If I do not follow the plea bargain, I will allow you to withdraw the plea and we'll proceed to trials if this hearing never occurred. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll note again that one of your signatures on the plea bargain waives your appeal. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
If not, then a plea of guilty or no contest to the offense would have serious adverse effects on your immigration status. And I'll note that you certified on the court's admonishments that you are an American citizen. Counsel, do you believe that your client has a factual, rational understanding of the charge pending against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe that she's been able to assist you in the defense?
Yes, Judge.
Do you believe that she's mentally competent to waive rights and enter a plea here today?
I believe she is, Judge.
Ma'am, to the offense that's listed on your indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Do you understand that you can still be found guilty under a no contest plea?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Other than the plea bargain, did anyone promise you anything in exchange for your plea today?
No, Your Honor.
Anyone force you or coerce you to plead today?
No, Your Honor.
After going over this case with your attorney, do you believe that pleading here today is in your best interest?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Does the state have anything to offer to support the plea?
Yes, state offers State's Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objections, Judge.
It's admitted. I reviewed State's Exhibit 1 and attachments prior to getting on the record and find that it is sufficient to support the plea. Ma'am, I find that your plea was freely, intelligently, and voluntarily made, that there was sufficient evidence to support the plea and that you're mentally competent to enter into such a plea. I'm going to order a pre-sentence investigation report and a TAP evaluation. I'm also going to order an evaluation for the dual diagnosis rehabilitation facility, as well as the mentally impaired caseload program. We'll come
Thank
back
you.
on another day for sentencing. Is there anything else from either side in regards to the plea?
Nothing from the state.
Nothing from the defense, Judge.
Ma'am, we're about ready to conclude the hearing, but when we do, you need to stay on Zoom. You're going to meet in an electronic breakout room with one of our probation officers. She's going to go over some items with you. There being nothing else from either side, then this matter is now concluded. We are in recess and I'm turning off